I was a junior in high school the first time I tried weed. A friend's older brother brought it from a dispensary and passed it to us without question. At first, it was just a weekend thing, but it quickly became a routine. I started showing up late to practice, slacking on schoolwork, and making excuses for everything. Eventually, my choices caught up to me. After years of training, I made it onto the wrestling team at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, but during my first year, I got caught using, and I was removed from the team. Weed didn't just slow me down, it derailed what I worked for my entire life. This experience gave me a new perspective on cannabis. To prevent more stories like mine, state and local governments should impede stricter regulations on marijuana access to prevent underage use, including better enforcement, educational outreach, and accountability for dispensaries. First, I'll talk about the problem, how easy it is for teens to access marijuana. Then I'll cover what's causing this accessibility. Finally, I'll offer solutions that could help prevent underage use. Let's begin with the issue that's impacting too many young people across the country. Weed is too easy to get. Despite legal age limits usually being 21 plus, teens still getting marijuana through social sources or loopholes in retail sales. A 2022 CDC report found that 1 in 4 high school students reported using marijuana, and the rise of vaping and edibles make it easier to hide usage, especially in school environments. Consequences for youth include decreased motivation, poor academic performance, and heightened risk of addiction and mental health issues, according to the National Institute on Drug Abuse in 2023. So, why is this happening, even though weed is technically only legal for adults? Weak enforcement and social access loopholes allow for inconsistencies. Dispensaries are required to check IDs, but compliance checks are rare, and some rely on fake IDs or plugs who illegally sell to anyone with enough money. In many cases, older siblings, friends, or even parents act as unintentional suppliers. And schools and communities often lack strong prevention programs or up-to-date education on weed's risk on developing brains. So how do we stop teens from falling into the same trap I did? It starts with smarter and stricter policies. First, we need to strengthen enforcement, specifically with dispensaries. More surprise compliance checks and weekly purchase caps per customer. However, even with limitation on accessibility, there's no realistic way to eliminate all underage access. To partially reconcile, we should inform the youth with school and community-based education that's honest, science-based, and relevant. For those currently struggling, support systems such as early interventions and counseling for at-risk youth through schools and youth centers can provide a helping hand. According to the Journal of Adolescent Health in 2021, school-based education combined with strict retail enforcement significantly reduces teen marijuana use. Strong policies won't change mistakes I've made in my past, but they can help someone else avoid repeating them. We've looked at how marijuana is too accessible for teens, the reason behind the problem, and what we can do to fix it through better enforcement and education. Weed may be legal, but it doesn't mean it's harmless, especially in the hands of teenagers. We need smarter laws and stronger safeguards. If someone had stepped in when I was in high school, if dispensaries were more monitored, or if I had known what I was risking, I might still be able to chase my childhood dream today. We have a responsibility to make sure young people have a chance to be their best selves before habits are formed that could limit their future. Thank you. I'm Johnny Lopez, and thank you for listening.